Cranky Bill, and this is part 1 of the Cranky Bill project. As a middle-class, middle-aged Canadian, I'm routinely finding myself asking... Start over. I'm Cranky Bill, and this is part 1 of the Cranky Bill project. As a middle-class, middle-aged Canadian, I routinely find myself asking my TV set the same question. What makes you people believe that Justin Trudeau has something to offer Canada? I hate to seem crass about it, but at some point, this has to stop. Now look, I completely understand how some of you people are all caught up in it, but at the same time, you owe us better than that. You see, a lot of you seem to forget that the young man's father remains one of the most reviled figures in Canadian history, whose legacy is one of contempt for everyday working people, who aren't born into wealth and privilege and sometimes get dirt under their fingernails making enough money to raise a family. There's no shortage of us who feel that one Trudeau was more than enough for this country. The ongoing theme that Pierre Trudeau did anything notably good for Canada beyond standing up to the separatists is mostly laughable. He embraced Marxism, which basically means he was just plain stupid, and he set Canada down a path of massive public debt, which has only managed to trade one set of social problems for another. For example, about $1.07 of Canada's public debt can be traced back to the Petro-Canada fiasco. Imagine if Canadians had been allowed to keep that money for themselves. So a few decades later, along comes the son of the great man himself, and every other week we're treated to another fawning news piece telling us how someday this young man will be our leader. Just what we need. Another dilettante who is light years removed from the everyday experiences of everyday Canadians. By that, I don't mean snowshoes and canoes. I mean hard work and taxes. I mean mortgage payments and RRSPs and career choices and family choices. I'm talking about the real lives of Canadians, the people who agonize over stretching out an oil change for another month so that the kid can get a new pair of skates while they're still on sale, or the ones who drive 7- and 8-year-old minivans so they can enjoy the rare luxury of a week on a sunny beach in the middle of February. And I'm really talking about the average Canadians who look at their paycheck every 2 weeks and notice that the biggest single expense in their lives is government. We don't need another leader whose life of wealth and privilege has completely divorced him from the daily realities and hard choices Canadians make every day. Quite frankly, why should we follow such a man? What has he to offer? For all the claptrap about his charisma and his charm and his apparent gift for oratory, I counter with one simple point. If you take the time to read about the young Mr. Trudeau, you'll find he's quite the admirer of a certain leader of an island just off the Florida Keys. Now for me and millions of other Canadians like me, that's a deal breaker. You see, if Justin Trudeau can't simply figure out that Fidel Castro is a murdering lying piece of dirt, then he's just plain dumb. And if he's just plain dumb, why would we want him to be Prime Minister of Canada? I'm Cranky Bill, and that's just my opinion.